A drunk Trump nominee was reportedly carried out of a venue after an absolute and total fiasco involving strippers. Who am I talking about? No, it's not Lee Zeldin. I'm talking about Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense. Of course, always the best people. We already saw the Matt Gaetz nomination to AG completely and totally implode. We may see the Hegseth nomination implode. We may see the Kash Patel nomination implode. Here is the report from NJ.com. The New Yorker reports Pete Hegseth was forced out of Concerned Veterans for America after a whistleblower report that includes an anecdote of him being held back from trying to dance on a stage with strippers. It described him as being repeatedly intoxicated while acting in his official capacity to the point of needing to be carried out of the organization's events. The detailed 7-page report compiled by former CVA employees back in 2015 says at one point Hegseth had to be restrained while drunk from joining the dancers on the stage of a Louisiana strip club. It also says that despite being married at the time, he sexually pursued the female staffers of the organization, which were divided into the party girls and the not party girls. So listen, the whole idea of Trump is hiring the best people, that whole thing, it's complete and total nonsense. He hires terrible people all the time. If I'm frank, I don't really care about him drunk dancing at a strip club. We know that his personal behavior is antithetical to what the evangelical Christians claim that they support and what Trump claims he supports, even though Trump does the same stuff. We know all about that. The bad judgment of doing drunken strip club dancing and all of it while working in this capacity, of course it's a problem. This behavior would get you fired essentially anywhere. I don't deny that. But to me, being utterly unqualified is a bigger problem. The wild authoritarianism is a bigger problem. The being a war hawk for a long time is a bigger problem. Those are the real problems. Is he, from a personality standpoint, completely unsuited to this task? Of course he is. Of course he is. Is it also the case that I would accept someone with personality problems if they were eminently qualified and bringing value to the table to a job? I also would, to a degree, right? I mean, listen, there's different levels, but Bill Clinton had affairs, but he did a lot of good things as president, and he was, smart and well-informed about a lot of these different issues. Did he behave like a prick in terms of his relationship with Hillary Clinton? Of course he did. But for me, the main problem with Hegseth is not a drunken strip club dancing. Now, the alleged sexual assault of multiple women, that is a problem. That's a little more than just a personality flaw. What's my hope as far as Hegseth goes? Obviously that the nomination implodes. Of course, if he can't get confirmed, Trump will pick someone arguably equally as bad as far as policy goes, but maybe they wouldn't be as humiliating of a selection as Pete Hegseth is destined to be. We have a fantastic bonus show for you today. The Biden administration is arming Ukraine in advance of what they expect to be Trump no longer helping Ukraine. We are also seeing gay couples rushing to marry and have children before Trump is inaugurated. And finally, the Supreme Court is wrestling with the attempt by the FDA to curb access to flavored vapes. What does the latest research say about these vapes? Hint, it's not good. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Sign up at joinpacman.com. Look forward to seeing you there. Pre-order the book at davidpacman.com/echo, and I'll be back here with you tomorrow. The best gifts should really feel like they were picked out just for you, which is why I love Aura digital picture frames during the holidays, because you can give it to mom or grandpa. You can give them the same gift, but personalize it with their favorite pictures. I've given these to so many family members now. Sometimes I'll preload it with pictures of my daughter, or sometimes I'll preload it with different things, depends who I'm giving it to. It is a really great gift. Instead of, cufflinks, okay, fine. Socks. This is really great. The New York Times called Aura the best digital photo frame. Very easy to set up and connect. You add the photos, you add the videos, connects to your photo library on your phone, you upload the ones you want, and if you're giving it as a gift, you can personalize the frame with preloaded photos so it's ready when they hook it up. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using the promo code PACMAN at checkout. The link is in the description.